And of course, at this time, we are joined by our captain, Stiga. Stiga, a friendly international match ending in 0-0. It's really a friendly if it ends in 0-0. But a few chances from Stars. Do you think that you had the upper hand in the game? Of course, maybe not dominant as you thought it was, but how did you feel the game went?
Yeah, quite a tough game, quite tough opponents, well organized. I think it was an end-to-end sort of game. We had minimized their chances, and I think at the other end we had a couple good chances that we could have converted. You know, it's a different level, tough level, where you might only get that one chance, and it's important that we learn and be clinical in front of goals, because it's a highly different level. So we need to be clinical.
Yep. You had one shot there. I'll be remiss if I didn't ask. You had one shot there in the second half, a low Steven Gerrard type shot. Did you think it was going in?
Yeah, it was actually first half. Yeah, it was. You know, in that range, you don't think twice, especially when the ball is coming from that side. You have to take a shot as a midfielder, and the ball goes through a lot of bodies, and the keepers are always caught surprised by the ball coming onto them. I think a nice shot, but my strikers didn't make a follow up because it bounced off the keeper as well. Yeah. So yeah, on a different day it could have been gone into the goal, into the net. Yeah,
and the Red Army would have celebrated. No losses in the preseason. Only 2 draws. The other draw was against Police FC in Botswana, in the Botswana tour. So a good outing, and we are now looking forward to the Premiership and of course the CAF Championship. Which one are you more looking forward to? I probably know your answer, but would you want to defend or try and chase what the Champions League is about?
Yeah, quite both doubting task, but of course one game at a time. We don't want to put ourselves under unnecessary pressure. We are focusing on Lusaka Dynamo now, CAF Champions League, and then we play now in Joburg and then in Zambia. So we are taking a game at a time, and then when we are back home, we understand that the domestic league is kicking off. So one eye there, but we now mainly focused on the Champions League, the 2 games.
And my last question, you want to get that win back from Blue Waters in the coast? I assume so, yes?
Of course, indeed. We wanted to be invisible last season. We almost had it until it was spoiled by Blue Waters. So we can't wait to play that game back home. And of course, we would want to reclaim the glory from Blue Waters.
Stiga, as always, Captain, thank you for your time and thank you for a great game. You almost scored.
Thanks.
Just. And just lastly, we will have our coach, Prince George Kofi, joining us. Mr. Kofi, international friendly, as I've been asking everyone else, 0-0. Was it a good reflection of what happened or transpired in the game?
No, I don't think so. 0-0 shouldn't have been the outcome of this game. You know, even though the game was very difficult, you know, our opponents came with a well-rehearsed strategy. What they did was they combined the low defensive block with a mid defensive block. So they always try to take us on the break, and that's what they did. They would tease us, and then they'll put the ball behind us, and then they'll try to overload. So when that happens, it means our team also have to do what we call recovery round or tracking round in an organized structure. You see, so when that happens, it means you have to recycle. You need to start. You have to restart again. So it was very difficult. But in the first half, we had the chances. Awilo had 1 or 2 chances with Wetu, where they could have just combined to finish, and he went for glory on 2 occasions, and we didn't get the ball didn't enter the net. Wetu also had one wide, and he should have just given a simple pass to Juja to put in the net. He also went for glory, the ball didn't enter. So those balls, I'm telling you, those chances, if he had put those balls in the net, I'm telling you, it would have changed the dynamics of the game. But because we didn't get those goals, they also came, our opponents also came into the game and they started building up their confidence and they started playing. But that notwithstanding, I think in the second half, we still had some decent chances that we should have put in, especially what Wetu had. He went for the Sizaki, the classical. Instead of just taking it easy, bringing the ball down and with composure and putting the ball in the net. But he went for the classical and then he miskicked. And then Harold also had another, he couldn't get it right. That ball would have entered the net. So I would say it is not the true reflection of the game. We did well, even though our opponents did very well. We did better and should have won this game.
By the stats, Maestro United only had really one opportunity in the first half, the header that Disiru did save. But African Stars have countless opportunities, especially the one with Harold at the end. He mistimed the communication or the bounce of the ball. But with all of that said, a few substitutions were made that other players can get a chance. Joseph Lungu is a player that the Namibian fans can see now, the number 3. A very exciting player down the left here.
Yes, it's true. It's true. We did those substitutions to also make sure we could, if we are not able to score, we would be able to do what we call in-game adjustment, so we could manage to at least have a draw, because we realized that our opponents started kicking, they were going for the direct play, what we call the immediate build-up. They kept doing it, because they also didn't want to concede. And that is how come we did those substitutions, so that we could get the needed goal. But unfortunately, Harold didn't time the flight of the ball. You see, on those occasions, you need to time your run as well as the flight or the ball speed. And he didn't get it right. Honestly, that ball should have gone into the net. But Lungu wasn't started today because of one or two reasons. I don't want to put it in the public domain. At the appropriate time, behind the scenes, I'll tell you why we didn't start Lungu. Lungu is a fantastic player by all standards, and we are working on certain things. If things go well, all things being equal, and he will explode, and he will explode, and everybody will be surprised. He's a fantastic player by all standards.
And just with the 2 injuries to Jackson Johannes and Dennis Dion, what is the current assessment of both players? Dennis was very struck there by the back of the head.
Yes, I think I was busy, in the dugout, controlling affairs. So I think after this interview, I would meet the physio, and then I'll find out. I'll seek feedback from her as to what really happened, and then the way forward.
All right. Then just lastly from me, going forward now, we have the game in Johannesburg, and of course the CAF Champions League game. For Stars, 2 things are on the table: CAF and the Demerine Premiership. Both are thoroughly important as defending champions, especially for the Demerine Premiership here at home.
Yeah, sure. I think you have hit the nail right on the head. Yes, very soon the league will also the league will start, and then the CAF is also will also start. Honestly, this game has given us an insight as to what we should be expecting in the Champions League proper, and it has also given us another dimension as to what we should expect of Power Dynamos. Trust me, we are going to work on it. We are going to take the boys through a lot of orientation to make sure we rehearse our strengths and also correct our mistakes or weaknesses. And then trust me, we'll be ready for Dynamos and make sure we eliminate them and also do well in the league to defend it.
Yes, I love the passion. Coach Kofi, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
And
Thank
good
you
luck
very much.
with everything going forward. Yes, sir. Everybody watching live, this is African Stars live on Facebook. Those were the captains and the coaches of both teams. And yes, we are here at SKW Stadium in Windhoek. We'll be streaming live most games for African Stars. So please like, share, and follow on Facebook. My name is Emmanuel Nkara. Cheers.